I always thought marriage was about trust, loyalty, and respect. At least, that's what I gave to my wife, Sarah. We had been together for almost 8 years, and while I wasn't naive enough to think every day would be filled with passion, I did believe we had built something solid. But somewhere along the way, cracks started forming. Small excuses, late nights, unexplained absences. A woman who used to share everything with me suddenly had secrets she guarded like gold. And while she thought she was careful, she never realized just how closely I was watching. It started on a Tuesday evening. Sarah said she had to stay late at work for a meeting. Normally, I wouldn't question it. But that night, when I called her office line just to see if she'd answer, her coworker casually mentioned she had left hours ago. My gut twisted. I didn't confront her that night. I just nodded when she came home at midnight with her flimsy story about deadlines. Instead, I smiled, kissed her cheek, and tucked away the first seed of suspicion deep inside me. That's when I made my decision. If my wife wanted to play games, I'd play better. I ordered a set of hidden cameras, small, discreet, easily disguised as everyday objects. A picture frame, a clock, even a charger. While she was at work, I carefully placed them in different parts of the house. The bedroom, the living room, and, of course, the kitchen where she often made calls she thought I couldn't hear. Every angle covered, every word recorded. For weeks, I pretended everything was normal. I kissed her goodbye in the mornings, asked about her day in the evenings, laughed when she told me half-hearted stories about work stress. But behind that smile, I was cataloging every movement, every lie, every second of betrayal. And it didn't take long before the cameras gave me what I suspected. One evening, while she thought I was away on a business trip, Sarah invited him over. A man I'd seen before, at one of her office gatherings. She poured wine into 2 glasses, giggled like a teenager, and let him kiss her like she hadn't kissed me in months. Watching it from my laptop miles away, I felt a cold rage settle into my bones. Not heartbreak, not even surprise, just pure, calculating anger. The affair wasn't a one-time mistake. It was routine. Every Thursday evening, like clockwork, he came over. Sometimes they cooked dinner, sometimes they never made it past the hallway. And with every recording, I built my arsenal. Video after video, timestamp after timestamp, undeniable evidence of who she truly was. But here's the thing: confrontation is easy. Anyone can yell, cry, throw accusations around. But true revenge, that requires patience. So I waited. I smiled through family dinners. I played the doting husband in front of friends. I let Sarah believe she was clever, that her little secret was hers alone. And all the while, I was building a masterpiece. The perfect moment arrived sooner than I expected. Our anniversary. Sarah wanted to host a dinner party with close family and friends. She told me it would be special, that she had something planned. I nodded, pretending to be the oblivious husband. Little did she know, I had plans of my own. That evening, the house was filled with laughter and conversation. Glasses clinked, plates clattered, people toasted to many more years of happiness. Sarah wore a red dress, her favorite, and smiled at me like she was the perfect wife. I smiled back, my chest burning with the knowledge of what was coming. After dinner, as everyone gathered in the living room, I tapped my glass. "Thank you all for being here tonight," I said warmly. Sarah and I wanted to share a little video montage to celebrate our years together. Her eyes widened just slightly. She hadn't prepared any video. That was my first small victory, watching the flicker of doubt cross her face. Then, with a click, the big screen lit up. At first, it was harmless. Clips of our vacations, birthdays, random moments together. The guests cooed and laughed, relaxed. But then, seamlessly, the footage shifted. Sarah's laughter filled the room, but not with me, with him, the secret lover. Her lips on his, her hands wrapped around him, their bodies pressed close. Time-stamped. Date after date, week after week. Every betrayal, laid bare in front of family and friends. The room fell into silence, broken only by gasps and murmurs. Sarah shot up, her face drained of color. "Turn it off," she screamed, but I stayed calm, sipping my drink like I was just another guest. "Why?" I asked softly. "You didn't mind when you were living it." Her lover's face appeared on screen again, clear as day. Some of the guests recognized him. The whispers grew louder. Sarah tried to explain, to spin it into some ridiculous excuse, but no one listened. The evidence was undeniable. When the video ended, I stood and looked her dead in the eyes. "You see, Sarah, I knew from the beginning. And while you thought you were being clever, I was recording every move, every lie, every night you betrayed me. And now, everyone else knows too." She broke down, sobbing, begging me to stop. But the damage was done. Family members turned their faces away, ashamed to even look at her. Friends whispered about her shamelessness. Her carefully crafted image as the perfect wife had shattered in seconds. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I simply picked up my jacket, nodded to the guests and walked out. That silence, her sobs, their whispers, was my victory. Because revenge isn't loud. It's devastating in its calmness. Later, I filed for divorce. With the evidence I had, there was no fight, no alimony, no division of assets in her favor. I kept the house, the car, everything we had built. She was left with nothing but her shame and the memory of that night. Sometimes I replay those videos, not because I enjoy them, but because they remind me of the lesson I learned. Trust is fragile, but betrayal cuts deeper than anything. And if you want justice, you don't scream for it, you plan it. You deliver it when it will sting the most. Sarah thought her affair was her little secret. But the cameras had captured everything. And my revenge, it was more than ready.